Okay again, so that's me back again for now. I'm just going to get jumping into some Star Citizen because as I say, I feel something slightly different, and yeah, we'll kind of do a little bit of Pirate Swarm. So yeah, let's go ahead and start kind of looking at getting it set up. So I'm going to go for a single player one. I'm going to go for Pirate Swarm. So I've not tried the Pirate Swarm mode yet. Basically what this is a bunch of human spaceships try to fight against you. And then, let's see, we've got Vandal Swarm is when you get like sort of alien race of ships coming at you. But yeah, we'll do Pirate Swarm first. I'm going to use my Super Hornet ship, so that's my kind of primary combat vessel. And because let's see, yeah, so I mean the Warden again, that's a long range fighter. You've got Gladiator. Why not a Gladiator? The Gladiator's a sort of bomber, but I don't have one of them, so I don't know why I've got that. And and here this is Star Citizen. I've got my Super Hornet here. That's the one I'm going to use. I've got the Cartual. That's an alien ship. I've got a racing ship, and so on. I'll be doing some more updated kind of little tours of these ships in coming videos. I've got a bunch of them up already. So we've got like a few different versions of the Freelancer, Constellation. No, I don't have the Constellation one up. Yeah, either way, I've got a few different videos up just now, and that's that. Let's see, we go this. So this is me in it's like sort of military ship that's been kind of slightly customized for civilians.
Initiated.
You can see I've got guns on it.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Okay, let's get ready to get into the fight then. So there over there. So there's this Nova Rider Aurora. I'm just going to try and close the distance because we're quite a ways out. And okay, what we got? Still going a while away. There we go. So at the moment I've got sort of two big cannon-like weapons on my wings. So on the left one on the right, and then I've got little kind of turrets. Someone's been cheeky, I want to shot in there. Then I've got like small turrets on the nose of the ship, and a little turret just up above and behind my head. Let's try and match his speed, actually that'll help us get a few shots out. Okay, I'm going to change target, somebody's trying to take shots at me. There you are. I'd rather not die before I've killed anyone. That's better.
Zero hostile contacts remaining.
Oh, are you not
Warning.
seeing the... Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, let me try and see that. You're right in that you're only seeing the menu there. Hold on. I've switched away out to desktop, and you'll note it's sort of infinite. There we go, an infinite thing in my video capture stuff. If I drop back in, oh, there we go. It's very disappointing if that's not going to let me record. Actually, I should be back into gaming out. Okay, then in that case, let me try and see if I can change any more options. Let's see. Go game capture. Capture a specific window. I'd like to try and capture Star Citizen. Okay. Let's see if that's going to cooperate now for us. Actually, I checked there that the menu was working and then I didn't even think to go back and check again. So is that going to load? Apparently not. How thoroughly disappointing. Okay, okay, let's give something else a shot. No, that's not it. If I put display capture back on and come back into game, hopefully we'll see that. There we go. So again, flying around again just to see what happens whilst I wait for the stream to catch up. I think there's about a 10-15 second delay between what I'm doing and what the stream shows. Okay, it looks as though that's seriously not wanting to work. What happens if I do? Right, let me change things around a little bit again. Let's go for game capture 2 again. Okay, so I've got the menu there. So what I've done is I've taken it off full screen basically and put it into window mode. And there we go, look, so we're getting somewhere now. So it's unfortunate that I'm playing in window mode rather than full screen, but at least now you'll maybe get a bit of an idea of what the game kind of looks like.
Contact. Elite units en route.
Okay, so what have I got here? So this guy's in an Aurora. Let's fire off a missile. That'll work. So, oops. So I think I've taken a few hits. Whoops. Yeah, I kinda got a little distracted with that missile there. And yeah, got blown up. So let's respawn. Find a target. See what we got here. So yeah, I was flying far too fast there at the guy. But now if we can what is that? Ah, okay, that's right. So when a new setting they made to this mode is that when you kill pirates, they drop power-ups.
Elite units eliminated.
So there we go.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Okay. There's an overrider there. Let's see, can we get a missile lock on him? And again, I don't have to go into the missile camera, but I think it looks quite cool. I just thought I watched the missile as it tries to track in on something. Although, there we go. Missiles don't always work, but in that case, or so far this game we've been kind of lucky in that both missiles have actually hit the targets. There we go. It's maybe a little unfair of me here using this militarized or military vessel against effectively little basic civilian ships, but if they're going to be pirates, if they're going to break the law, really I guess I've got no sympathy. Again, oh, no. There we go. We're playing a storm of missiles. One more down.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
So again, whilst we're waiting for the next round of ships to zoom in. Actually, I'll have a quick look around to the ships. You can see I've got my wings there, a couple of turrets, a couple of weapons on them, a little turret on the top, a little turret on the nose there, and then the engine at the back. Again, nice wee ship. And you can certainly take you can take a good number of hits as well.
Proximity alert. Overhead. Proximity alert.
Let's see, so let's fire off a missile. Oops, I didn't want to follow them. That's where you see that, yeah, my flight skills are far from brilliant. Fire off, oh, okay. I'm going to fire off missile then. I've got to be careful because now that I've been firing for quite a while, my weapon's always starting to overheat. So let's see, where's my weapons temperature gauge? There we go. So you can see my M4A, my wing weapons are usually overheating, they're gradually going to cool. So I'm going to have to stick to just using my small turrets for now. There we go. Okay, so apparently we're all cooled down again somehow. Didn't think it would have cooled that quick. What's the distance? There we go.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
So I'm going to go and try and grab some missiles again because I've been firing a fair few.
En route.
Okay, right. Something else not that I got. Where'd you go with it? okay, someone's hitting me, that's not a good thing.
Proximity alert.
Okay, so I started taking a fair bit of damage because somebody wants to attack me, and oh, the ship's really not manoeuvring quite the way I'd like it to, so I've clearly taken some engine damage. Just try to keep the pressure up on him, keep him getting any more hits at me. There you go, one more down. This is one of the elite units. Where is he? Oops, and he flew into an asteroid. Yeah, so much for being elite. So whilst I'm going to close in here, let's have a look. You can see some of the damage that's happened to the ship there. I've lost a little kind of spoiler thing on the back. Yeah. So at the moment, thankfully, it's nothing really important that I've lost. There we go. So this gives me quite interesting ideas with the way that shields work, that if you're firing energy weapons, they deplete the shields fairly quickly. But if you're using kinetics like bullets, they kind of get slowed down by the shields, but pass through them and can deal damage directly to the hull. So it's kind of interesting there on that front. Someone else is trying to. Whoops. I'm about to fly through the beam there, that wouldn't have been a good thing.
Eliminated. Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Let's fly towards over here. I'm going to hit that little orange wrench and hopefully that's going to give me some more health. So the way it used to work is that every 3 rounds and every time you completed one of the... There we go. Every time you defeated the elite units you would get all your missiles back and all your projectile ammo, but they've apparently changed that now, that you get it back as ships get destroyed. You can kind of collect pickups from them. So yeah, one of the things I quite like about this ship here, and I'll get a missile inbound. Whoops. I was going to say, yeah, even though this ship isn't the fastest, it's fairly manoeuvrable, which allows me to kind of try and position myself behind these ships as they're flying about. Yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to kind of black out because I'm putting the... Whoa, okay, bad things. Let's kind of try and be more careful with where I'm flying. Yeah, so this ship, I'm pretty good at getting behind. I'm getting repair by 1%. I'm pretty good at getting behind the ships and trying to kind of shoot them that way. But full range here. So he's 8 kilometers, let's close that distance a bit. Oops. That was fairly impressive, just watching that
0
myself.
hostile contacts
Take them out.
remaining.
Okay,
Warning.
a bit more
There are multiple
repairs.
hostiles inbound.
Next.
Bogey. Forward proximity alert.
Okay, someone else is firing. I don't like that. So yeah, that's it. 50, that's an incredibly fast and manoeuvrable ship. It's initially designed as a racer, but it also kind of fills the role of interceptor. So it's good for getting in and just trying to get some hits in.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert.
Yeah, he's really nimble and agile, just dodging at the way of everything.
Starboard proximity alert.
Oh, there we go. Fire the missile. There we go, that'll work.
Starboard hit.
There we go.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
So you didn't have any repair stuff. Oh, you've got a missile. I like that missile.
Contact. Elite units en route.
Spots. So, you know, see, there we go. The ship's, as we've been picking up those repair things, been getting repaired. Oops. Ah. Fixing the hull. Where are you? Okay, that was close. Okay, I need to. Where's that? There it is. Okay, so this guy is then. Oh, okay, that was a big thing. Not good. Fine. Tons of missiles coming at me here. Right. Ringo. Fire a couple of missiles at you if I can. That's 2 missiles, I'll just fire it at him, hopefully. Oh. So I think, yeah, I've just lost most of my weapons now because of a few big hits. And if you look at the top left, you can see in my little kind of model of the ship. Okay, that was a bad thing. Really not in a good way. Okay, I was really expecting that to blow me up there. Let's fire the missiles. Ah, there it went. Okay,
Bogey.
let's go and hit Ringo then.
Lock. Missiles.
There's probably a bit of a daft idea to be firing at myself from that kind of range, but I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. Something else exploded in a rather impressive way. There we go. Well, I still have. See this constellation ship that I'm firing at? Not constellation, sorry, Cutlass, there we go. That I'm firing at just now. It's a ship for a crew of like 3, or 2 or 3, which means it's a good deal bigger than this, which doesn't really help. But I'm gradually going to start chipping away at them. There we go, that's him dealt with.
Target destroyed. Forward hit. Aft hit. Port hit. Starboard hit. Shields charging. Shields
So there we go, there's another Cutlass that I got to deal with. As I say, I'm a lot more nimble than he is, which really helps because he's trying to turn and I'm just gradually, he can't turn enough fast enough to get his bead on me, and I'm just gradually nipping little chunks off of him. Oh, okay, now he's got a shot at me, that's a bad thing.
systems overheating. Shields charging. Shields charging.
Okay, I'm going to change target to somebody else now because the other guy's getting hit, so I think, where is he? There he is. Oh, no, that's a bad thing. Yeah, flying straight into the asteroid. Okay, so yeah,
Stand by for reintegration.
that's almost, that's the front of the Cutlass ship. Sorry, I was having a wee drink there. Okay, and we're back in.
Bogey.
Okay, so we're going to fight off that Cutlass again because he seems to be just kind of sitting stationary. I think it'll look as though I've taken off his engines already. And there we go. So we'll just come to a stop. If I get him closer. Okay, where is he? There he is. See what he exposed his underside to me. It was a nice big white target. Oh, another Cutlass. There we go.
Port proximity.
Elite units
Starboard
eliminated.
proximity alert. Overhead proximity alert. Proximity alert. Aft proximity
Okay, so let's
alert.
try and
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
don't need to worry about projectile ammo. Just go and get the missiles here.
Bogey.
Because I think I fired off almost all of them.
Forward proximity alert. Overhead proximity alert. Chopper online.
Again, there we go, that's down to sort of single-seater fighter that I'm up against now.
Shield.
The Saber.
Starboard hit.
Ah, bad things, bad things. Get myself out of that situation there, I think. Oops. Oh, half my ship's gone.
Weapon system. Charging.
Right. This will hopefully give my shields a chance to recover. Great. Oh, I'm completely out of weapons.
Starboard hit.
See if I can get a kill with this. Oh, no.
Shields charging. Missiles strong. Forward proximity alert.
Ah, great.
Shields charging.
So what I've got to do now is try and hunt for some kind of weapons and repairs.
Proximity alert. Aft hit. Proximity alert. Aft proximity alert. Overhead proximity alert. Shields charging.
Oh, and because I've lost a lot of my thrusters, I'm not as manoeuvrable as I'd like to be.
Proximity alert.
Warning.
Proximity alert.
You are approaching simulation boundary. Simulation
Oops.
ended.
Ah well. So see, that wasn't too bad there. I got 21 kills to my 4 deaths. Not the best I've ever done, but considering I'm fairly rusty. Oh, and hello Vortex. Apologies if that message has been there for a while. I've been staring at the screen and trying very hard not to explode. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to grab another, a different ship now. Okay, no I'm not. Let's try that again. Exit the menu. Yes. And I will try and go from there. Right, okay, so I'll tell you what, actually, I'll give you the guys the choice that are watching. I can either do another round of that Arena Commander thing there, where we're going against the pirates, or I could go into the Star Marine for a bit of first person shooter options. So whoever gets a suggestion in first can make the decision as to what I play next, or which mode I play in. And yeah, again, there's about, what, 5 to 10 second delay, so, oh, there we go, okay, Star Marine it is. Okay, so, in fact, no, not private, multiplayer, what's the last stat? Okay, let's go for the command points one here, and let's go and find a match. Now, as I've said time and again, first person shooters are not my area of expertise, but give it a go. Because I think I've only tried like one round of first person shooter in Star Marine, and it feels very different than any other FPS I've played. It feels, in a strange way, it kind of feels slower than like your Call of Snorefare or Duty or whatever it is, and it just, yeah, it's different. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, my screen definitely is black, so if you're still seeing black, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It might just take a little while to load because I've changed from Arena Commander to... Oh, there we go, we're in. So hopefully in a couple seconds in the stream you'll start seeing that there. And Vortex, yes, I guess that could be done. What I was going to do is I was going to put a post together on the Nimbleplays website and talk through how it's done.
Round
Oops.
over.
Okay. I managed to do so much in that one. I was going to say, yeah, I'll put a zip file together. I think I might have done that already, actually. I'll just...
Marines win.
I didn't even get to play
I
this.
set us up, make a perfect plan, and you just had to go and mess it up, didn't you?
Right, let's try and actually engage the brain and complete that sentence. So, yes, I will put a pack together. Easiest way for me to do it really is if I give a link to Multi-MC, the kind of launcher that I use, I can then just give you the zip file that contains all the mods, and I can put a link up to that and I can host that somewhere. Right, let's try and find a match that's not going to be only a few times. And Hazliss, yes, you can use FTB for the most part, but a couple of the mods, like that Greg's Craft SG thing, doesn't have the direct links to it, and I don't know how FTB supports mods that aren't in Curse.
Let's get down to business, shall we? Our target, Station
Okay, here we
Debian.
go.
Used to be a work-away station, but the only thing it's helping to build now is a whole mess of trouble. Welcome to the squad, Marine.
Begin.
Okay, so the weapon we can see with me here, that's a sort of little MPG like ballistic rifle. I think I should have. We've got a laser assault rifle, and okay, no, you made me somewhat paranoid there, mate. I need in. So let's see. It's probably a bad idea to move away from the rest of the team, but never mind. Here, combat. Not quite seen it yet. I need to actually interact with that.
Accessing
There we
control
go.
point.
That's me hacking away apparently. There we go. And Vortex, is that question directed at me or Haslas? Oh, hello. Yep. Okay, if it's aimed at me, then yes, I'd like to believe I'm fairly good with computers. As I say, computing science teacher and got my degree in computing. Built a fair few of them and been using them for about 20 odd years. So, yeah,
Respawning.
I'd like to believe I know a good amount.
Nice to have you back, Marine.
There you go, Haslas, since it was such an amazing moment for you, we can mention you again. There you are. Okay, now is this windows? Okay. So yeah, as I say,
Control point contested.
oh, there we go, so they're going for B.
Protect the control point.
Shoot you in the... oh. Oh, cool, I got a kill. That doesn't happen often.
Accessing control point.
Yeah, that's fair enough, Antira. I think I'm going to do this round and then I'm maybe going to do the same. Oh, hello. What shit is?
Control point contested.
I'm join my buddies here. Apparently we are friends. Oh, I nearly shot one of them. That wouldn't be good. Whoops. Alright, catch you later, Auntie.
Control point contested.
Don't let them take the control point.
Spawning. Control point contested. Control point contested.
Okay, what we got then? This is probably going to end in my death. Most things usually do. Oh, that's not a person, that was just a computer. Let's try. Like that.
Accessing control
Let's
point.
just do that whilst they're a bit distracted, hopefully. Come on. Got it. Ah, there we go. That's not bad, I think, for someone who's fairly useless at FPSs. Coming second in the team's not too bad.
New round.
So let's turn it to first mode rather than full auto. And what we got? Oh, behind. Ah. So that definitely wasn't, again, my finest moment.
Respawning.
What we got next? Let's go and grab D, I think. Ah, okay, so we can't go that way. Let's go this way. Okay, up we go. Zero gravity work there.
Accessing control point.
Does move a bit ridiculous. They're shooting him in the back, back there whilst he's hacking away, but hey, these things happen. And hello, MC programmers. C. Where should I go? Let's go to C. Where is C? There is C.
Control point contested.
Protect the control point.
Control point contested.
Hope someone else is shooting at me. That's a bad thing. Okay, alright. Ah, there it is. I wonder what was going on there. There you go. Ah, I guess not. Okay. Come on, shoot. Back to assault rifle,
Control
I think.
point contested.
Okay, I need to get out of here. I'm about to be dead, so death quit required. Oh, and hello night. Okay, lots of gunshots. Need med pack. Ah, there we go. There's med pack. And we're back into action.
Control point contested.
Don't let them take the control point.
Okay.
Control point contested. Control point contested.
Oops. There you go, taking over the shotgun. That wasn't gonna. Oh, that wasn't much of a surprise.
Round over.
aside a different infiltration point. Let's use it to our advantage.
So yeah, apparently
New round.
I'm not horrible at this. Hello, person. Oh, grenade. Okay, I want to not be there anymore. Okay. Yep, I got dead. See, that's a bit more like what I would normally expect to happen. I'll get a bit of... I'll see somebody, panic a bit, and then get shot in the head.
Spawning.
So let's go and find point C then. Get a bit of zero G marking. Let's go. Okay, almost at the moment of panic there. Okay, so what do we have? Ah! Get badness. No, I can't vault things. Oh, there we go. Ah, no, wrong button, wrong time.
Control point contested.
Protect the control point.
Respawning.
See, this is a bit more like a normal level of things. Run around a bit, get shot a bit, die a bit, rinse and repeat. Point B, where's point B? Okay, it's over there. Fuck. Do a bit of floating through zero gravity. I fully expect to be shot by somebody as I'm coming across here, just because oh, hello, person.
Control point contested.
Don't let them take the control point.
Oops. I ran straight into that. That was definitely not the wisest of moves. And then I get shot in the back of the head. Excellent.
Spawning. Control point contested.
D's down there. Oh, come on, straight and die.
Contested.
There we go.
Protect the control point.
Oh well.
Round over.
Aye, something's definitely wrong here. There's no way on earth.
Match over.
I should be up at that kind of ranking.
Marines win.
Been at this a while, and, well, that was a sight to see. Congrats. First drinks on me tonight.
Right, and then another round, and then I think I'm going to go and do some flying again. And eventually we'll get somewhere, we'll get something loaded. And Zebra, I think initially started about 8 o'clock, had a wee break around about 9ish, and we've been going since then. Oh, okay, there we go, connection lost, that's unfortunate. Ah well. So I think what I'll do is, I'm just going to go ahead and do a bit of flying. So, single player. In fact, no, actually, let's go into the universe mode instead. 18, go. And I don't know, actually, do I have Civ 5? Okay, I'll tell you what, we don't need that up anymore. I will see if I have Civ 5 in a second, although I don't know that I do. Oh, there we go. Yes, I do have Civ 5. But as you can see there, not exactly the hugest amount of time in there. CSGO, no I don't. I think normally I'm not a... Hello? I've gone to the wrong place. I'm normally not a first person shooter person. Insurgency. That sounds vaguely familiar. Yes, I do have Insurgency, but haven't played. I think on Rainbow Six... oh. Apparently, no. I did have like, Rainbow Six something or other, but never the Siege one. Universe, Crusader, there we go, that's more like it. As I say, first person shooters, not my thing. Other than Star Citizen, really, the only shooter game I've played is Prey. Indeed, and that comes from selling the silly little trading cards that you get. Probably not more Minecraft this evening. As I say, I had about an hour of it in earlier on, and yeah, I just took a break. Might get a chance to get some in tomorrow. Don't know whether I'll stream that or whether I would end up just recording and uploading, but we can see. And did I actually play Civ 5? Let's go back and have a look. Okay, so I had played Civ 5. Again, yeah, if I'm wanting a big 4X game though, Stellaris would be the one I would go for. And MC Programmer, I don't know. I could do if it's a sort of thing. Let's see how we got. Oh, there we go. We're loaded into Star Citizen now. let's see. So here we go. So this is the sort of space station you start in. Defense of the Ancients. No, I'm not a fan of MOBAs. For me, the kind of games I'm most likely to have are pretty much anything involving spaceships. If it's science fiction and strategy, yeah, those are my kind of things. If you've got all of those things, there's a fairly good chance I have got a copy of it. So right, let's see what I'm going to do. For just now, I think what we'll do is we'll try and fly out to the... what will I do? I don't know. I'm going to go and fly around an asteroid belt and try and see if we can find one of the large derelict ships to have a wander about. Battlefront, no. Well, the new Battlefront, no. But the original Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2, yes. And yeah, the Hornets are, in this game, are like military fighters. What ship did I pick up again? What I've picked up, this Car2Al one, is a nice kind of alien ship with fancy engines and things like that. Let's see. It's up there somewhere. I think I've probably come out the wrong exit for it, but never mind. Yep. Battlefront 2 was great. I just loved mostly doing the sort of space flying ones. And here we go. So here is the Car2Al. I think I've got this as a loaner ship because I've got a copy, or I got one of the Banu Defender ships, again, another alien ship in Star Citizen. But since it's not in the game yet, it can give you a similar-ish ship as a loaner until it is there. So you can see this is definitely an alien ship. It's got floating steps and ladders up. And I'll tell you what now, it does look fancy, but if I take off in a minute, let's see, if you look at the little kind of, oh no, wait, hold on, I'll talk about that in a moment, but if I take off just now and go into third person mode, you can see if this is in landing mode, and that's it there, but if I go into flight mode, here we go. That's it now in flight ready mode. So if we go back to first person there, I'm looking for Yela. There it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly out to this asteroid belt, and then we'll have a look at that in a minute. So what I've just done there is that's what's called quantum travel, which lets you go at 0.2 times the speed of light, which is incredibly fast. And there we go. I'm now going to fly to Yela. Is this a bit like... in some ways yes and no. Like this is... So Star Citizen, eventually when it is released, it's going to be an MMO, which is which is basically a big sandbox. You can pick up a ship, go explore, and do whatever you want. Aye, very good. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so it will eventually be that you can either be a fighter, a pirate, trader, explorer, whatever. So at the moment, again, the game's only been getting developed. Okay, the game has been in development since 2012, and this is kind of what we've got just now. We've got this bit of the solar system around a single moon, and yeah, there's a few different bits and pieces there. There's some satellites and some stations you can fly to. In theory, I'm flying towards one of the stations now. Let me just get that. There we go. So just going to rotate around a little bit. Oh no, there it is there. So here's, if I fly to one of the stations, this was a station that's kind of hollowed out of an asteroid. And there you go. So at the moment, I'm kind of try to cruise about 700 odd meters a second, and yeah, I'll try and find where the landing pads are, take this into land, and what I'll then maybe do is I'll bring out one of the bigger ships that I own, and we can, yeah, try and kind of fly around a little bit in that. Oh, see, there's some sparks and stuff going on. So this is, yeah, this is meant to be a sort of pirate base, so it's not as well kind of looked after and cared for as the other one that I was just on. Let's see, let's get to this landing pad then. See, and you can see as I'm flying about, this is definitely an alien ship, because instead of having like a throttle, as you would expect to see on most kind of normal aircraft or ships, it's a kind of sphere thing on the left hand side. You can see as I speed up, it rolls the ball forward, and as it's back, it slows. And then if you look at the right hand, as I'm moving around, you can see the hand kind of moves that ball to match which way the ship's wanting to go. Anyway, let's see, so there we go, we're coming into one of the landing pads now. Well, it's getting me to land on one of the bigger ones. That's fine, we can do that. I'll just slow my speed. Face forward. Come down a bit.
Landing approved.
And there we go, we can now come into land. Yes, now the whole world is in this level of detail. And hopefully in July, when we can start landing on planets and getting around and driving about them, it'll all be
Landing.
in this much level of detail. That's why the game's been in development for 5 years and we're still at least a couple of years away from having it properly released. But there we go, so we can just climb at the ship and we can head inside this station here. Okay. Now, because this is the pirate station, it's usually a good idea not to run around unarmed. So, okay, that's fine. Got away again, because inside the airlock it's safe. And what we'll do is when I get inside, here we are. So you can see, this is me in a sort of medium set of combat armour. But since I'm inside, what I can do is I can take that armour off. And there we go. I can be kind of wandering around in some sort of normal clothes. I've just got to be careful to remember to put the spacesuit back on before I go back outside. So there we go, some elevators down into the asteroid. So I see, yeah, this is all a hollowed out asteroid that was kind of captured and taken over by pirates. Okay. So what we'll do is if I come down this way, I can show off what some of the sort of outlaw or pirate armors look like. Because what I had on was a set of the marine armor. Yeah, so that's kind of on the sort of law-abiding citizen side of things. Yeah, so it's up this way, I think. Because I don't come onto this station very often, I kind of get lost easily inside it. Ah, there we go. So this is the thing here. So this is the sort of spacesuit that you normally start with. You can see there. So it's basically just like a small, simple suit. Oh, what's he doing? Apparently I've lost my mouse pointer. Okay, slight bug there it would seem. Oh dear. Now how did I fix this before? Oh well, so if I go to this armor here, you can see if I try that on. There we go. I think that was that medium armor or light armor? There we go, so that was some light armor for the outlaws. Here's some other light armor as well. Okay, I don't know quite what that thing is that was floating in front of his head there, but yeah. And then you've got like the Titan armor. So this is the heavy armor. So it's like it gives you most protection, but it's difficult and slow to move around in. Some of the different weapons. So there's that laser energy rifle that that I pulled out just outside the elevator, or the airlock rather. Let's see, an energy sniper rifle there as well. But yeah, let's go and I think possibly slightly more interesting. I'll go and grab one of the bigger looking ships. In fact, I'll tell you what, whilst I'm running up to it, I could either bring out a ship called the Freelancer or a ship called the Constellation. So whoever chooses first between Constellation and Freelancer, I'll bring that ship out. And oh yes, thanks for the reminder to put the suit back on, because I no doubt would have forgotten. And that would have been rather embarrassing. So, big gun ship. Okay, then in that case, if you want a ship with guns on it, okay. So the Freelancer is a kind of medium-sized, I guess, kind of trading ship. The Constellation, again, it's a slightly bigger. Again, this version of it is a trading ship. But if you want one with bigger guns, I'll get. Let's see, what one would I pull out for the big ships with guns? Probably the Warden is the biggest one with interesting guns on it.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
our automated system is unable
Exit.
to access that
No, I
ship
can't.
at this time. We apologize
And
for
hello,
the
Will.
inconvenience. Please try again
Okay, so
later,
it might be
or select a different ship.
that I'm not going to get to bring out the ship just now after all, so let's... Oh, come on, just let me jump over the fence. Nope, okay, fine. Health and safety regulations refuse to allow that. And I think there's a possibility that my ship is gone, because I can no longer see a marker for it on my suit here. Which would be unfortunate because I'm not able to spawn a new ship. Let's see what we get. Yep, my ship is gone. So what we'll have to do is I'll just try to respawn. Indeed. But it's fine, I just had a little nap on the landing pad and somebody dragged me back to my bed. Right, and run down the flight of stairs. Jump through an open window. Right, so... Right, I can either give you big ship. Yeah. Release date, there isn't one as yet, it's still too far ahead. the next big date we have is middle of July, hopefully, when they'll start letting us land on planets. But in terms of like, proper release date for the full game, yeah, we're at least two years away perhaps, if we're lucky. But in saying that, the game was meant to be released in 2014 when it was initially announced. Anyway, right, so I'm going to bring out the... Yeah, we'll bring out the Andromeda.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
And so I've brought out the Constellation, which is the biggest ship that is in game that I own at the moment. Yeah, and it's got space for like 4 or 5 crew. In fact, sorry, 4 crew. And well, yeah, indeed. Because even if this was all the game was, it would still be better than No Man's Sky. So here's the Constellation. See, it's quite a bit bigger than that one that was there a minute ago. And no, in terms of that website there, I kind of made it in that I downloaded WordPress, hosted it on a server, and tweaked it to be mine. So I didn't write all the code from that for nothing. But yeah, I chose a WordPress theme and applied a bit of style into it. So there we go. This is one of my bigger ships that I've got. You see there's the pilot seat in the middle there, kind of co-pilot seat on either side. Then if I go back into that middle section here, oh no, I'm not that good. Web development to that extent is certainly not one of my particular areas of expertise. It's like writing like code for desktop applications and programs is my particular speciality. So yeah, this is the cargo area, and if I drop down into it, what we've got, once I find the switch, where are we? For this here, okay, that whole area down there is meant to be a sort of pad that lowers down to the ground. And in the version of the Constellation I've got, the Constellation Aquila, there's a little kind of rover that'll sit in there. And what we've got here at the back is a little snub fighter. So a little kind of little ship that if you're under attack, one of your crew hops in there, undocks from the ship, and then flies about. So let's see if I can activate this pad here. No, apparently not. Okay, I'll go back down the other lift then, and I'll show you the ship from the outside. See that little ship that you kind of saw the cockpit of? And yeah, there's that outside of the landing pad there. Here we go, here's the wee ship that would undock. You can see it's got its little wings. It'll have a little gun on each of the wings, and a massive big sort of chain gun down the nose there. Anyway, let's go back up inside, take this thing off, and see what's what. In fact, actually, new plan. We'll hop into the pilot's seat and possibly do something a little daft, if it would let me in. There we go. So you can see, this ship here is quite different than the one I was flying before. I mean, it's very human, it's got sort of standard displays all around, and you can see it's got tons of missiles that I could use for firing off on things that I'm not a fan of. And yes, I did play Mario 64 when I had an N64. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that.
Takeoff complete. Landing request approved. Collision alert.
Okay, so I'm going to go and land that ship again. I didn't actually mean to take off there.
Landing complete.
Okay, maybe I did need to take it off for this then.
Landing gear ready.
Oh, okay. What I was going to try and do then is I was going to try and
Low.
do a self-destruct and let you see what these ships look like when they're blown up. But sadly, because I'm in the, you know, a weapons-free zone, I guess self-destruct counts as a weapon. So let's go back inside. I will grab the. I don't know what will I grab. I'll grab the thing, whichever ship it was I was going to get. Vanguard, that's the one. And again, I'll show you what I. So that's a kind of long-range transportation and exploration vehicle. I'll show you what a long-range, I guess, scouting. Oh no, not scouting. Sort of long-range fighter looks like. And at the moment, Hasless, I think, I don't know how many ships there are. There's at least 30, maybe 40. Yeah, there's quite a lot, and they just started announcing a new one that they were selling today. So they're adding ships fairly regularly, but
Selection confirmed.
they're not, you know, they're not all in the
Ship
game.
is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Right, there we go. So if we go to C9, we can see what this long-range fighter looks like. See, I think that's one of the things that is a problem with Star Citizen, is in that it, yeah, they keep selling all these ships for sometimes hundreds of dollars, and they're not even in the game. And yeah, let's try and at least be vaguely civil, gentlemen. No, hang on a minute, that's not the ship I wanted. No, it is it? Yeah. Is this the Vanguard? It's a large, long-range fighter. So just open the hatchway there, climb inside. And you can see there's a little kind of toilet and sink in there, an engineering station, where you can start controlling things like the where all your power goes, what components are turned on and turned off, things like that. There's a turret in the top of the ship, which if, yeah, there we go. Which if I jump into, there we go. There we go, and you can see there's the guns around it there. Now I can't shoot because I'm in the weapons, no weapon zone. But if I take the ship out, we can go and find some other things to shoot at. Yes, this is meant to be multiplayer. This is, you know, all multiplayer stuff. They are also kind of working on a single player campaign, which is called Squadron 42. But again, we might get that this year. Okay, Hasless is saying there's about 20 to 30 ships. Again, actively in the game at the moment, there's maybe, I don't know, there must be more than 20 or 30. I don't know, lots of them. I've not actually sat down and counted. Yeah, I mean they've sold a lot of ships so far. I mean, as I say, we're talking 20, 30. Some of them ranging from single seat fighters up to ships that require like 60-70 crew. Yeah, and as I say, they're releasing and selling more and more fairly regularly.
Anyway, there was
So,
actually a reason
let's see.
why I called. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates?
So I'm just going to do a little mission here.
Something's there, but can't ID it.
That's when it shows up in my... Ah, there we go. Thing. We can now go and travel over to it. So yeah, I mean, again, for the number of ships, I mean, it is a lot. Give me a second, I'll try and find some information for you. So we'll just go there. Right, there it is. So I've got a link to the page which has all the information about all of the ships that have been sold until now. And again, yeah, you'll see that the prices vary from going from like, what, $30-40 up to hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I think in the end I've got, well, at the moment they're still raising money, so yeah, they're selling these ships to fund the game because there's no publisher. This is an independent developer. This is an indie game. Yeah, that is one of the things that people claim against it. But when the game actually comes out, you won't, or you'll not be able to buy necessarily all the ships. You'll, have to earn them in, through actually working and earning the cash. So there we go. At the moment, I'm just firing off the big bunch here. What I love is just that you can see the glare in the front. See, now I'm not really a big fan of this ship. Just the way that the weapons are configured on it. It's definitely formidable if you're a good pilot, but I'm really not there yet. I have trouble kind of getting the front guns and bringing them to bear on the target.
You messed up now, Scav.
Just firing myself off. There's one of the missiles we fired, which completely failed to connect apparently.
Shields recharging.
As I'm saying, yeah, the problem with this ship is me, the pilot. Okay, I need to change target. There we go, that's him gone. So yeah, you can see from the ship just kind of below the windscreen, slightly to the left, you can see the ship status display, and I've got a lot of damage I've taken here. And again, that's mostly because, yeah, there we go, that's me dead. What I'll do is I'll bring out the combat ship that I really quite like. So as I said, that was the long range thing with all that. And yes, it's firing bullets in space. And I've got my dog absolutely insisting on some attention now, so there we go. I'm kind of going to have to work without a mouse just for a second. So yeah, I'll bring out the ship I was flying earlier on when I was doing a bit more combat there. And again, that uses purely lasers and a couple of missiles rather than that big chain gun at the front. Let's see. Oh. So if I go for the Super Hornet,
Selection
I
confirmed.
can bring that out.
Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
And at the moment I think this is... The way that bullets work is they've got enough, or the gunpowder and sort of firing charge in each round is enough to, there's enough oxygen within those compounds to actually allow it to work. Oh, that's not the Andromeda I wanted, I'm going to the wrong thing. Right, Super Hornet, that's what I'm going for. There you go, Zach. Yep, you've got the proper scientific answer. And there we go, so there's the Super Hornet. And here's me just in a little kind of EVA mode. You can see all the kind of jets firing out the suit as he's trying to fly along. Someone's getting another ship. Oh, there's somebody, I think that's one of the 300i, or one of the 300 Sieges ships. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, I don't know what that was. Whoops. I just kind of fell over and fell flat in my face, that was good. And I've never heard of Pokemon Showdown, nope. Okay, daft thing, right, let's go and get slightly more, whoops, let's try and get brake control first. There we go. So here's the ship here, this one here, it's got a little kind of nose turret thing, which has got a gun on either side. It's got a big turret up on the top, and it's got a gun on each of the wings. So it packs quite a punch if you can get all those guns lined up. Oh no, not the gunner seat. So yeah, this is a sort of two-seater fighter. Oh, there you go, it's a pilot seat again. So there's the pilot seat here, and just behind there's the gunner seat. And if you've got a gunner with you, and they sit in the gunner seat, they control the big main turret. There we go, so we're looking for that triangle thing, there it is.
Landing gear raised. Forward proximity alert. Starboard proximity.
So we head off to that point.
Travel engaged.
Yeah, and I do have FTL. Yes, I do have FTL. I actually backed that on Kickstarter when they were trying to raise money for it. So I think I've got like special custom art books and things for it as well. Okay, here we go. So that's me back here at that place where I got my ship blown up earlier on. Let's try and close in on that flashy red beacon. That's what I've got to try and get to for this mission. And as a random thing, whilst I'm just trying to zoom in, to fly into it, one of the things that's maybe not always obvious until it's pointed out is that since starting into the universe here, I've not actually had a single loading screen. So even though I've gone from one station to another, into a couple of ships and flying about in them, I've not actually hit a loading screen. I've once, although I've died a couple of times, there was no actual loading going on, it was just respawning, which I think is quite impressive. And they've actually shown it where people will, in one of the demos for the new 3.0 patch that's coming, hopefully, mid-July, they show you starting on one space station, getting into a ship, flying to another planet, landing on that planet, getting out, running around that base, back into a ship, flying to a derelict spacecraft, and then running around in that before going to yet another planet, and yeah, still no loading screens. And it all looks at least as detailed as this, if not more so. Oops, okay, someone else is having a really good nip at my shields there. Where are you?
Shields charging.
So here we go, fire away from Missile. But sadly didn't kill him. There we go.
Shields
So
charging.
there's the wreckage of the ship I just disposed of. And let's see, where's that flashy red beacon I'm trying to get to?
Shields full.
Let's see it there. No. There it is. Yeah, as I say, Star Citizen is one of the games that I've been most excited about for quite a long time. As I say, I've been following it since 2012, where when I first paid for it, and I've been kind of every time, or quite often when they bring out new ships that I like the look of, I'll drop a bit more money into it just because I think it looks amazing. I think they've got I don't know how much money it is they've raised by now, but let me see, if I go to the funding page there, they've made, where is it, $150 million since 2012 when they did their original fundraising campaign. Which, as I say, that's not too bad for an indie game. So there we go. We'll just hop out of the ship there, get to the black box recorder for this. Where is it? Blinky blinky box. And what I'll do, I think, is once I've picked this up, I'm going to hop back to that station there, and I'm going to grab one of the other ships that I think looks really nice.
To those who find
Just have a quick look around it, and I think I'm
know
going
that
to
my
then
journey has
call it a
ended.
night there.
It was finding my way here that made the path worth taking. I am glad that I can be part of your story too. Share it well. And safe travels.
Tessa here. Appreciate you looking into that scan for me.
Is that your
Between me and you, I had been hoping we might discover a new life form, like a sentient rock or something. But
I don't know that
And this
the woman's voice that's speaking there, that's somebody that works at one of the scan probes, and the other voice that came in about saying that we should leave was this pirate guy here. So there we go. So I'm going to fly back to. Oops, I've got a dog walking on a keyboard. That's not exactly a useful thing. Oh, pressing lots of buttons. There we go. Let's just get out of here. I can fly back to fly back to the space station. Let's just try and drop out of the quantum drive. Right. So I'm looking for. Okay.
Quantum travel engaged.
So yeah, the problem sometimes with flying around is that you end up on the wrong side of that moon there, for when you're trying to get from one place to the next. So there we go. Let's see. Report Alistair.
Quantum travel engaged.
So what I'm thinking is also quite cool is that this will allow you to fly around. You know, that quantum drive that I'm using there to get from place to place here, that allows you to travel around within one solar system. But how does Moon work? At the moment it doesn't, it just kind of sits there and looks pretty. But soon, as I say, when we get this new patch that comes out, hopefully in the middle of July, we'll then be able to start landing on the moons and the planets and getting to, I guess, kind of run around on them and have complete missions and stuff there.
Autopilot engaged.
So at the moment the moon's just there to kind of, I guess, kind of be the centre point of what we're flying around and working with.
Landing complete.
Has that me landed? So I'll have a little bit of a look at as well now that I've landed, and we can check out some of the damage that the ship's probably received as part of that fight there with those pirates. So let's see, do we have any damage? So nothing there. If you crash in. Okay, at the moment, no, it would probably only destroy your ship. And the reason they've kind of gone for that is they've kind of stepped away from realism on that front, because that the ability for you to crash into and then destroy stations would be too big a thing that would lead to abuse. But otherwise, I mean, they've got everything's realistic. Like the way that the ships fly about, if you start taking damage and you lose your engines or you lose your thrusters, you then lose the ability to control the ship. So if you lost all your left thrusters, you could no longer, you know, turn that way. Right, anyway, I'm going to pull out the... In fact, no, let's pull out this one. Right, so I was saying earlier on I had that Constellation ship. This is, I've just pulled out the little ship that's kind of docked underneath it. The Merlin. So we can, there we go, and they're on pads that are fairly close to each other, so you can hopefully see them together there. So the problem with this little snub fighter is that it doesn't have one of the quantum drives. So you can't, you know, fly away from this station here at any real speed. Okay, I've gone out the wrong exit again. Yep. So in a second, as I say, you'll see the little ship that was kind of tucked up under its belly. Here we go, here it is. So you can see, okay, you can't quite see so easily from the front here, but if I hop in, there's a little ladder that lets me climb in. And if I look around, you can see there's my wings. If I take off and put away my landing gear, you see the landing gear folds away, the wings come down, and you can see I've now got a big machine gun in the front of the nose there. So if I go ahead, and if, again, I can't quantum drive away, but I can certainly thrust away. Sorry, what was the question? For Civ 5, no, I will respectfully decline the offer there. Unfortunately, I'm starting to get tired, and I've been up since about 5:30 this morning, so I'm going to get to a point where I can start firing off this chain gun. Then I'm probably going to call it a night at that, I think. Oh, there we go. So there you go, you can see there's my little wingtip weapons firing away. And you can see there's my turret on the nose. Try that again. Firing massive big bullets there. In truth, I don't know about tomorrow. It's the best I could give you is a maybe. And Mass Effect Andromeda, yes, I played a fair bit of it before I had to wipe my hard drive and lost the saves that I had. Gods and Kings, I don't know. Let's see. Whilst we're letting the self-destruct countdown. For Civ 5, the DLC I have is all of that. So probably I've got Gods. Yeah, there you go. There's Gods and Kings. But yeah, as I say, I've not got a huge amount of hours because that's not really my particular thing. No, I don't have bonk.io. Okay. Again, let's see if I go. So you can see there, I mean, I've got 820 odd things, so that's a fair amount, but yeah. And I've got plenty of games at the moment that are vying for my attention. Like for at the moment, I've got the Star Citizen there, I've got the Minecraft I'm playing away with again. I've got, what else was I playing at the minute? I had something else that's on my desktop. Star Sector, that was another wee game I was playing. But yeah. So I've got loads and loads of different games on the go. I have notifications, do I? Oh, there we go. I'll maybe deal with them at a later date. I don't have notifications. Ah, okay. Fair enough then. I may or may not accept them. Anyway, for now though, I am going to call it at that. So thank you very much, folks, for kind of tuning in and watching there. If you've got requests for games that you'd like me to try and give a go at, you can always head over to the nimmoplays.co.uk website and I can see if any of the games catch my interest and we'll maybe try some of them out. Otherwise for now though, yeah, thanks for tuning in and I will catch you at some point. Right, I tell you, okay then, for the Civ 5 stuff, I probably wouldn't be playing that, but if you want a 4X game that's particularly good, Stellaris is a very, very good one. But anyway, this time I am going to leave. So thanks folks, catch you after, and yeah, have a good evening and weekend.